Oh my god. Hi. You don't know who I am at all, because I only had like 50 subscribers when I started this channel and when I was like actually uploading and stuff on this channel. But if you were one of those 50, you know that I haven't uploaded a video in like a year, maybe. Like I don't know. It's been a minute though. So today I decided that since I am back and I'm doing content that I want to do, being however I am, I want to do a get ready with me, obviously, and you can tell what kind of makeup look I'm gonna do by, look at this. Tell me this isn't cute. Tell me this isn't cute. Look at the butterflies in my hair. Super cute. Super cute. Don't look at the back of the bun. Super cute though. I want to review a palette from Colourpop, and one of them in there is the Cloud Spun. Oh my god, look at me. I'm gonna be a beauty guru. Hold on. It's the Cloud Spun palette. Super cute. That's what it looks like. I really like the colors because I've been using like the James Charles palette for like ever, and he only really has two pink colors in here. So I'm definitely gonna like add his two pink colors if needed into this palette, but mainly the whole look I'm gonna be doing today is based off of this palette right here. So I start off doing my makeup by doing the eyeshadow first because I'm crazy. A lot of people don't do that. They like do like all their face makeup. I just did my eyebrows because listen, I know there's so many videos about how to control fallout and how to fix it after you've done your face makeup. I'm lazy. I don't want to do that. You can tell me to, probably still won't do it. This video is gonna be Samyeon being an Aries for like 20 minutes or however long this video ends up being. Okay. Okay. Wait. Last week was Valentine's Day. Was it last week? I worked because first of all, how are y'all meeting people? There were so many people in relationships all of a sudden. Where did you guys find them? If you're on TikTok, you know about that manifestation going around, the one that's like, I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me. Yeah, I've been saying that. I started saying it in like January when I first saw the video. I just say like, you know, cute little once or twice every day, live my best life. My love life started popping for like literally no reason. When I tell you, I'm not even like that person that's like, yeah, I don't have any prospects, I'm single as a Pringle, blah, 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 blah. I'm not even talking to anybody, and then like all of a sudden that person is like in a relationship, or like they have suitors, whatever. Like there's actually people that are like wanting to talk to them. I'm not one of those people. When I tell you guys I don't talk to anybody, I don't talk to anybody. Like I really don't. I started saying it and a lot of things started happening like this. I hope he doesn't still stalk my YouTube channel, because that would be really awkward if he was watching this and he was like, you about to start talking about me? No, sweetie. Anyway, this guy like randomly started like showing back up on my social media, and it's very strange because we haven't talked to each other in like, I want to say it's been over a year since I've talked to him. He like randomly started popping back up and like liking all my stuff, and it was weird. I was like, okay, am I supposed, what? Okay. Then the next guy that came up, so I started working at a shoe store. I'm standing at the door just minding my business. It's almost the end of my shift, and I'm just minding my business as women usually do, and he looks at me and he's talking to his friends, but I verbally see him go to me, and I'm like, please don't, please don't, please, because I didn't really think he was all that cute. Like, he wasn't ugly, but he just wasn't for me. He comes up to me and he's like, dang, you guys don't have Air Forces in my size. Okay. Like, that's how I knew, because listen, I'm not even the person helping him, and you're coming up to me talking about what we don't have, or like something like you should be asking the sales associate that's helping you. Why are you asking me that? Why are you telling me this? Why? I don't care. So he's like, dang, you guys don't have Air Forces in my size. And I was like, dang, that sucks. And I just, I just sit there like, that sucks. And then he goes, but your shoes. I was wearing these orange shoes that are behind me. He was like, but your shoes, they look good on you. You look good in those shoes. And I was like, thanks. I know, thanks. Let's just say his name is like Quentin or something. Let's give him something like, let's give like a unique name. He's like, so can I get your number? And I was like, I don't give my number out. But for me, I don't give my number out because I've had crazy roommates and I've had crazy people just like abuse my number. I'm like, I don't give my number out. And I was like, you can have my Instagram or my Snapchat. And he was like, why don't you give your number out? Come on, come on. I'm like, no. And he's like, but, and then my coworker comes over and she's like on the mic and she's like, okay, Samuel, get it, but she's loud on the mic, like our headsets, and he hears her and he's like, no, come over here. And so she comes over here and he was like, dang, both of y'all look good, like, and I'm like, how you hitting on one of us and hitting on both of us? Can't have, sir, wait. When I got home that day, he Snapchatted me and he's like, hey, and I'm like, hey. And then he starts sending me videos of him just like lip singing the songs. What am I supposed to do with that? Okay. He's like, how was work? And I'm like, it was work. It was boring. It was slow, whatever. So he tells me where he works and he's like, well, I'm like trying to start normal conversations. And like, I'm like, oh, what do you want to do? And he's like, oh, I want to do this. Where do you want to live? He's like, oh, I want to move to Texas. I'm like, oh, that's dope. I'm like, how many brothers do you have? And he starts ignoring my questions. And I'm like, what the heck? And he asked me like where I went to school and stuff. And I was like, well, I go to school in LA, but I'm only here because of the pandemic. And he goes, oh, you know, you're cute and all, but if you go to LA, like, I don't think this is gonna work. I'm just trying to find when I said I wanted to be with you. When did I state in any of our conversations that I was interested in you? Yeah, I answered your Snapchat so I could be nice. And obviously I'm not gonna be shallow. Like, if I end up liking your vibe, I'm gonna like your vibe and they'll end up liking you. It's not all about looks, but like they play a big part in it, you know? And I was like, I literally just met you. I'm like, I'm not looking for anything because I literally just told you that I live in LA and I'm only here because of the pandemic. So he's like, you're confused. I didn't say all that. So what were you saying? And I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, if I like your vibe, like, we can do something, but I'm just like trying to get to know you and stuff. We start talking and I'm like, oh, okay, so like, what do you like to do? Like, and this man goes, I really liked your shoes that you had on at work. Like, should I get them? And I was like, oh, for sure. Like, we can twin. Cool. Because if anything, I'm going to get a cool friend out of this. Like, whatever. And he starts basically beating around the bush at the fact that he wants to use my discount, kind of. And I'm like, are you trying to use my discount? And he's like, oh, I mean, you trying to buy them from me? And I'm like, no. And I was like, not you trying to use my discount on the first conversation of us talking to each other. Like, that's not slick at all. He was like, oh, yeah, I know that I asked for your discount, but like, I'm genuinely trying to like get to know you and like figure you out. I felt bad just because that's who I am, and I'll feel bad if I'm like, oh dang, maybe I did like misinterpret it. Like, maybe he wasn't just trying to use my discount, but maybe he was just trying to joke. So I gave him my number, and then he texted me the next morning, good morning. I don't know what you giving me a good morning text for. We ain't dating and we're not going to date. So I don't know what this good morning what? Good morning who? Good morning how? Good morning why? So this man sends me a good morning text, and I'm a very straightforward person, as we know. But if I've already told you kind of how I feel, I'm not going to say it again. I don't repeat myself, and I'm never going to start repeating myself. If I said that I didn't really want anything, or I wasn't looking for anything, I shouldn't have to keep telling you that. And I also shouldn't have to tell you what barriers not to cross. Yeah, it's a very healthy conversation to have with someone that you're interested in. I wasn't interested in him. So, he was sending me a good morning text, and I was like, good morning, trying to be nice. I don't respond to him for a couple of days. After I said like good morning back, he sent something else, whatever. and I didn't respond to him because I am working and I'm in school. So genuinely, I did forget that he had messaged me, and I was at work a couple days later, and he sends me another message, and he was like, "You're all about being straightforward, but you're not even responding to me. Are we married?" No. Do I really owe you anything? No. He sends me that, and I'm like, dude, my bad, I've been busy. Oh yeah, he said, oh, so you want to be fake now? You should have gotten blocked at that point. I'm surprised I didn't block him then. Then the next day I was off of work, so he texted me good morning again. I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, I'm about to go to the gym, thinking about if I'm gonna do 1 or 2 gym sessions today. And I'm like, dang, 2 gym sessions? Couldn't be me. And he's like, with me you're gonna do 2. And I was like, with who? Who is you? No. And he's like, we're gonna do 2 gym sessions. And I was like, who's we? Then he says something else. He's like, oh, I'm gonna put you in my backpack. If I was talking to somebody that I liked, like actually genuinely liked or was interested in, I would have thought that was really cute. But since I didn't really care, I was just like, oh, funny. And then I didn't respond to him. Then I go to work that day, and I'm talking to my coworker, the same coworker who was there when he initially hit on me, and she's like, yeah, dude, you know what's crazy? When he got our Snapchats, he got both of our Snapchats. She told me she like wasn't interested, and she was like, no, girl, you need to talk to him. He's cute, whatever. She told me that he added her back and that they were talking, and he was like, your friend, she's cute and all, but I don't even know how to pronounce her name. She's not as cute as you. No, I want both of you guys. That sentence sounds so gross. So how are you gonna hit on 2 girls who like work at the exact same place? That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Because first of all, how do you think that they're not gonna find out about that? So I found that out, and I was like, ew, that's so grimy. And she goes, no, I don't think you should stop talking to him. I was like, he doesn't even know how to pronounce my name, and he hasn't asked me since. So I was like, I'm over it. And I blocked him. That's it. I blocked him, and that was the end. This could sound really mean. Like, this whole story could just sound mean on my part. And you know what? I'll accept that. You know what? Actually, I won't accept that, because I'm tired of like girls having to be like the nicer ones, or us getting attacked when we just like don't like someone, and us going ghost is like a bad thing, or it's such a double standard, because then guys can do whatever they want and guys treat girls however they want. And like him having the mentality of wanting both of us to begin with, telling someone else that I'm not even that cute. Sir, you hit on me. Oh, and not even that, I didn't even mention the fact that after this man had asked for my discount, he was like, I'm gonna have to check if you're for the streets or not. He was like, how many guys get your discount? I know how you shoe store women be. How would you know that unless you're hitting on every girl that works at a shoe store just because you're broke and you want a discount? If I'm dating someone, I'm gonna like gift them shoes, like whatever they want, they can have whatever. I'll get that for them. It's not a big deal if I have to pay for it. It's a big deal that I just met you, and one of your sole motives of, you know, talking to me was that I get a discount at a shoe store. I'm so mad that I listen to other people's opinions about what I should be doing, or who I should be talking to, and how I should give guys a chance, because I shouldn't. That was that. But like I said, I don't even know how you guys are dating in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of a panoramic. Good for you if you are and you've done it safely. Okay, this is the final like look that I've done. Again, I used the Cloud Spun beauty glue. Oh my god, this is not sponsored, so if they want to, they could sponsor me. Colourpop, you could sponsor me to do a review on every single one of these palettes if you wanted to. So my overall review of it is definitely like, I would give it like a solid 9 out of 10. I love how pigmented the pinks come out. I love how a lot of the colors blend right into each other. Like my eyeshadow looks like it's one kind of ombre color, but it's like I used I think 4. I actually used 4 of the colors in this palette to do this eye look, and it looks insane. Like it's so cute. I'm obsessed with it. If you're looking to get into Colourpop palettes, especially if you're a black girl like me and you want some color, if you want to experience with some color, experiment with some color. Other than that, yeah, that's it. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok. Did I say that? If you want to follow me on all those platforms, they will be linked below. If you did like it, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And yeah, I will be back. So, bye guys.